This is the fun part where we get to put together the sponge filters. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. It's really not that difficult, but if it's your first time setting up a sponge filter, might be a little bit confusing for you. So first off, Easy Flow blacked out sponge filter. It's the new one from Aquarium Co-op. If you guys have looked at my 84-inch rack, I have the green ones, and this is the new one they just launched. So these 48-inch racks, we're doing all blacked out sponge filters, which is pretty cool. So open this bag up. And one of the cool things when you get Aquarium Co-op sponge filters, get a little sticker with it as well. Set that to the side. All right, so you got your Easy Flow mechanism. You got your airline tubing, and you have a lot of airline tubing, so you can set it up as much as you need. But for 10-gallon tanks, this is all you need right here, okay? Now, there's a short side right here, and then there's the long side. You want the short side at the top. It's going to face away from the little airline tubing holes and grid. We're going to push it down in, all the way down. Now, if we need to adjust it, we can adjust up and down right here, okay? This is going to clip onto your sponge filter. All right, now we got it all set. This thing's looking really clean. I love it. And then we're going to get ourselves some airline tubing. You can get some from Petco, or you can get some from Aquarium Co-op. I have the 300-yard spool. And I don't like to attach the airline tubing to the top here yet because it's going to have to adjust it based on your tank. So if you want to attach it, you can wait to attach it till later. But give yourself a generous amount, probably about 2 feet. Now don't go too long, because the longer you go, the less air pressure you get, harder it is on your sponge filter. So we got like 2 feet of airline tubing. There we go. Next thing is check valve. Open the check valve up, and it has an arrow on it. You want to make sure the arrow is pointing on the airline when it's connected in your airline tubing, pointing towards the sponge filter, pointing away from your air pump. Let's test it, make sure it works. Makes a little whistling noise, we're good. If it didn't work, you'd take a little like screwdriver, a little object, you'd push it down in there and get it to bust it open. Bam. Okay. Figured that out because these were not working for me quite a bit, and I thought they were useless, and contacted customer service. They told me to use something to open it up, and it worked. So it was kind of cool. All right, you're going to push this down on nice and snug. And then we're going to do another piece of airline tubing right here. Push that one on nice and snug. There we go. And then I like to give just a small amount right there. And we're going to open up the Ziz air valve. This allows you to adjust the pressure of your air pump. Allows you to make it flow harder or softer. So definitely recommend this. The check valve is going to prevent backflow. So if your pump's turned off or something happened, water can't flow out and drain your tank out, which would be disastrous. Could kill all your fish. Attach this little Ziz nozzle on here. And now it's going to look just like that. Open up the battery backup air pump from Aquarium Co-op. You can use any. I just like these because if the power goes out, it kicks in, and you have about, I believe it's about 40 hours or 48 hours of power going to your tanks. So between that and a generator, you really have no worries in your fish room. So if you have a lot of fish, even if you don't and you just care about your fish, which you should get yourself a battery backup air pump. I think it's just nice to have. Yes, it's a little more expensive, but in my opinion, it's well worth the money. When a disaster happens, you're going to be thankful you got it. Okay, plug this thing in. This will plug into the wall. You can see it's already on, and it's going to need a charge. However, we're now going to get some more airline tubing here, and we don't need a whole lot, probably about a foot. Connect it to your Ziz knob, and then this will connect to the nipple on the air pump. Okay. Make sure it's nice and secure and snug. And there you go. That's how you set up a sponge filter and quick and easy. I'll show you guys it in action once I get all the tanks set up with water. You'll see it flowing. But yeah, that's all there is to it. Great thing is you don't have to switch out cartridges or things like that with hang-on backs. Just a sponge. When it gets dirty, pull this off, rinse it out, and then put it back in. But you really only need to do that twice a year probably, because these really are pretty much good to go for quite a long time.
What's up, yo? Buddy. Need some fish, bro. Then you gotta go to the 10-gallon fish pro. 10-gallon, yeah. Fish tanks, yeah. 10-gallon, yeah. Fish tanks. All day, all day, all day long. Shrimp, blue shrimp, yellow shrimp too. Green shrimp, orange shrimp, and a snowball zoo. We got fish, y'all. We got fish, dog. We got it all. Tuxedo, koi, guppy, white cloud, minnow, long fin, white cloud, pygmy, corridora, panda, cory, stir by cory, albino, cory, coolie, loach, green, cuba, tyrus, boris, celestial, pearl, danio, and emerald, dwarfers, bora, pea, puffer, clown, killie, sparkling, goat, or me.